For centuries, Timbuktu was the shining jewel of Africa, a city of wealth, knowledge, and African self-determination. Founded in the early 12th century, it flourished between the 13th and 16th centuries, reaching its peak during the Mali and Songhai empires. Long before European explorers arrived, Timbuktu thrived as a center of commerce, scholarship, and governance. Today, as African entrepreneurs reclaim economic independence, we must look back and learn from its success. This is not just history. This is a blueprint for Africa's future. Timbuktu's economy was built on strategy and location. Nestled between the Sahara Desert and the rich lands of the Niger River, it became a crucial junction for trans-Saharan trade. Gold from West Africa, salt from the Sahara, and goods from across the continent passed through its bustling markets. Merchants from as far as Egypt, Morocco, and the Middle East sought the riches of Timbuktu, making it a key financial center in pre-colonial Africa. What made this economy thrive? African initiative. Leaders and traders ensured peace, stability, and fair regulations. They didn't wait for outsiders to define their markets. They built wealth by leveraging Africa's own resources. This is our lesson today. Africa's prosperity lies in our own hands. By controlling our resources and circulating wealth within Africa, we build a stronger future. Timbuktu's markets were alive with activity. Caravans brought in salt, textiles, books, and spices, while local traders exported gold, ivory, cola nuts, and agricultural products. But commerce in Timbuktu was not just about selling, it was about relationships. Trust was everything. Traders extended credit, invested in each other, and reinvested in Africa's economy. This is what we must do today. Prioritize intra-African trade. Buy, sell, and invest within the continent instead of always looking outward. Timbuktu thrived on African trade centuries ago. So can we. Timbuktu was more than just trade. It was a cultural powerhouse. Art, music, and architecture flourished. Poetry and storytelling thrived. African identity was celebrated. This cultural wealth made Timbuktu not just a place of business, but a center of influence. It told the world, Africa has its own intellectual and artistic traditions. Today, African entrepreneurs must take pride in African-made products. Timbuktu's culture strengthened its economy. Our culture can do the same now. Timbuktu's language was not imposed. It was shaped by African interaction. Songhai, Tuareg, Fulani, and Arabic were widely spoken, making the city a multilingual hub where business and scholarship flourished. Language is a tool for unity and growth. Today, we must embrace African languages in commerce to remove trade barriers and strengthen cooperation. The more we speak to each other, the more we can do business without external interference. Timbuktu thrived under African governance. Rulers during the Mali and Songhai empires ensured trade flourished under fair laws and stability. Scholars at Sankore University advised on economic and governance policies. This leadership ensured that wealth remained within the continent. African entrepreneurs today must demand policies that empower local industries and facilitate trade between African nations. We can no longer wait for permission to prosper. Timbuktu's story is a call to action for modern African business leaders. The city flourished because Africans controlled their own trade, valued their culture, and governed wisely. To reclaim this spirit, we must focus on intra-African trade, prioritizing business within Africa over foreign markets. Investment in African enterprises, supporting local businesses and products, cultural and intellectual strength, recognizing Africa's ideas, brands, and innovations have global value. Language and communication, strengthening trade through African languages. Good governance, advocating for policies that benefit African entrepreneurs. Timbuktu was built by Africans for Africans. It thrived because its people knew prosperity comes from within. Today, African business owners must believe that Africa can be a global powerhouse again. Timbuktu is not just history, it is a vision for Africa's future. Welcome to the Timbuktu Project, the channel dedicated to reviving Africa's economic greatness. If you're an entrepreneur, investor, business professional, or someone who is passionate about intra-African trade, travel, and investment, this is the place for you. Like, share, and subscribe now. Join us as we share insights, success stories, and strategies to help African businesses thrive. Let's build the future together.